Hi, I'm on like my 10th or 11th hour of cutting these guys out, these candle vases, and so I threw them yesterday, and I'm turning them into this today, and then tomorrow I'll poke these out. First, so what I do is throw them, I could barely even talk, throw them, let them sit out overnight, cut them out, let them sit out overnight. Then I pop these things out. It's really nice if you're going to cut something to let it sit and dry first, because what happens is when it shrinks, the cut piece separates from the clay. It's just much easier. You get a much crisper shape when you pop out the cuts. So just cut it and leave it. Okay, so here's what I do. I have this really cool little tool. It's like a super fine blade here. Can you see it? It's like really thin, really fine. It's got this little taper. And the first thing I do is I cut them in half. You're not going to be able to see it except for like the results because it's on the other side. But there's no light over there, so if I put you over there you won't see it. And then I create a little notch. So it's like a puzzle. So when you put it back together, there's a notch. And then I separate it into 4 sections. And, well, it's already separated into these 4 sections by the way that I cut it, which is going like swoop, 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 swoop. And then I start to fill out those sections with some kind of a design. And especially at this late hour, we're getting pretty simple with the designs. But it turns out the simplest ones are the best. They sell the best, they look the best, they're the easiest to cut, they take the shortest period of time. So here, I'd like to show you what I'm doing. When I cut, I use my pinky on the clay, so it's like a little stabilizer. But then it's kind of like if you're a lefty, how you draw into the ink. The same. I mean, yeah, like you're writing and then your hand is smearing the ink. It's the same thing here. It's kind of nice to not have anything already cut on the right side, so I move it in this direction so my finger always has a place to sit on the clay that's not cut, so I'm not smearing the ink, as it were. So partly I'm doing this to show you how I do it, partly I thought, oh, maybe I should have like a little iPad or whatever those things are called, tablet, in my market booth at the holidays showing how these are made. Maybe that'll increase my sales if somebody sees how, I don't know, they might look at it and be like, oh God, that's so easy. I could do that. A kindergartner could do that. So one thing I can tell you here about cutting is, well, there's probably a lot of things to tell you, but you just pretty much go from point to point, from end to end. And with this one, I just kind of cut. It's so much easier to do than to say, especially in the, whatever, 13th hour of working. Remember yesterday, I don't know if you saw that video, but I was like, I am not taking care of my future self. Well, we're taking care of my January self so I can rest after I sell 100 of these or however many. Okay, and then on the bottom half I just do a little kind of modified version of the top. Probably better if you could see me actually doing the cutting, wouldn't it be? Okay, I'll see what, no, I don't think that there's any way for me to do that because basically I have to hold the phone in my mouth. Maybe I could tuck it in right here. Let's try that. Hold on. It's like it's like, what's it called? Oh boy, me and the words. Ghetto GoPro. Ghetto GoPro. I'll do that next. Hold on.